Oh, you know what I'm doing. You see me do it so many times.
Well, Shelley ain't saying nothing.
Still reading it as well.
It's not Dirty Joe.
No.
I think it's important to talk about mental health because it has been hidden, hasn't it? People just go, yeah, and especially with men. Men are now starting to come out and talk more about mental health, whereas women would talk towards their friends, but men will just, yeah, you're weak, you're feeble, don't talk about it. So it's good to men to open up a lot more now. But it's a lot more harder also, though. Because a lot of employers say that, yeah, we support you, but as soon as you mention you've got mental health issues, go, yeah, thanks, bye, you're not employed.
Yeah, that is true.
You know? And also anxiety, depression is... I think when you talk about mental health isn't just, oh, you've got depression, anxiety and everything. It also includes anxiety, afraid to meet people. When you're in a big group, you sit back and you watch because you don't want to talk because people think, you know, you say something and it might not be relevant to somebody else, but simple things like, you know, you say, somebody else says, oh God, yeah, I felt really fed up, when you go, oh yeah, I feel like that. Yeah, you're always talking about your mental health, shut up, I don't want to hear you. And instead of people just roller coasting it and say, yeah, actually that's how I feel and this is how I deal with it, people don't talk about that because they say, you know, they're going to look, you know, people don't always look at me front, and like the word depression, oh, I've had depression, snap out of it. Well, you know what, the person can snap out of it. They've done a fantastic job, because how do they snap into it?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you have anxiety, oh, snap out of it, you'll be okay. Well, actually, for me to actually say I have anxiety, I have depression, I can't talk to people, I want to withdraw from life, there's a reason, so we should embrace it and not ignore it. And yeah, it's important to talk about mental health because, you know what, everybody has a bad day, but with some people who don't even know they've got depression or anxiety or mental health issue, when they have a bad day, that sometimes can go downhill. And people don't recognise it. They just say, you know what, he's off today, don't talk to him, you know, just leave him on his own. Well, that person might want to be on their own, but they also might want to open up to somebody and say, I need help. And also what's also happening now is going to your GP, you say, you know, you've got mental health issues, you say, you know, and people say, go and see your GP. Good luck, I'll book it in for 3 years time or 3 months time, because there isn't GP available. You ring up 111 and then you are waiting for somebody, a specialised nurse, doctor or whatever, to ring you back. That phone call back could be 2-3 hours down the line.
Yeah.
And by that time, if you are going through an anxiety, depression or manic stage, manic in the fact that you can't, not manic mental health wise, it's just you're in a situation where you can't cope and you're scared, you're frightened, waiting even at 20 minutes for somebody to come to the phone and say, you know what, actually, you know, yeah, you do need support. If you go to your local hospital, well, actually, you might, if you're in a bad way and say you've gone on a train trip and you've gone to, you know, we live in Portsmouth, you've gone to Southampton and you've gone with your friends, you've gone to a party and it's like 6-7 o'clock at night and you're going, I don't know where I am, and then how could I get out of it? I'm having a panic attack, I have an anxiety attack, I don't know what to do. You might go outside the house or the area and just say, look, I'm scared to myself, I'll ring up 911 or 111 and talk to somebody, and they'll say, I'll ring you back in 20 minutes. Yeah, that's great, but I don't know where I am. Am I safe to walk down the road? Am I safe to stand here? What happens if somebody comes out or somebody walks past and they see me? Am I going to be attacked? And it's a roller coaster because it snowballs, because then your mental health or your mind, whether you have mental health issues or not, your mind rolls and you get more and more scared. And so it's important now that you have somebody that you can say, help me, I'm scared. And if there's nobody on the end of the phone and you phone up the police are really good at helping you, but there's still a time lapse of when they can arrive.
Yeah.
You know? And everybody suffers it, and every single person has some kind of mental health issue, and that could be the fact that they've gone into a shop, it's crowded, they look at people and it's too crowded, there might be a young lad, no disrespect to anybody, there might be a group of lads in the shop who are quite rowdy, and you go forward and you go, actually, I can't buy this. They're scaring me. Well, you know, that is, if you've got anxieties, depression, or phobias of any kind, you'll go, I'm putting that stuff down, and you walk out. People need to recognise and pick up and little tiny signals and just say, somebody saying to you, you alright, or you okay, that's fine, but how do you answer it? Do you say, actually, I'm having a shit day, or I don't feel too good? Then they go, oh, never mind, you're fine. I'll see you later, love, because they don't want to talk to you. Because they know if they ask you that question, you might answer truthfully, or you might say, that person can't cope with the answer. Yeah, I'm fine. And you go home and you say, if only I said how I was feeling.
Yeah.
Because we're very good, British people are shutting the door and going, I don't want to bother anyone, because then you know next time you see that person and if they say to you, you're all right, you go, yeah, I'm fine, because you know last time you spoke and said that you weren't right, they blanked you.
Ignores you.
So you don't want to, and that kind of closes your circle because you don't know who you want to talk to and who you can talk to. There you go, I'm off. Is that all right?
Yeah, it's brilliant, thank you. Yeah, do you want to say hi?
Hi. And I am a nurse and I do socialise with people.
Yeah.